Let's just rip the band-aid off. Metal Gear Solid Delta is built on Unreal Engine 5 and it runs like it. On top of that, it doesn't even look that good unless you use DLAA. Any other anti-aliasing setting makes the game look like some horny teenager shot a fat sticky load all over the camera and smeared it around with a dirty sock. It's even worse on console because the game runs well below 1080p. Even on PC, the developers actually recommend using crazy amounts of upscaling.
You what?
But this game is a remake and more than just the graphics have been touched. Kind of like how I'm gonna touch you if you don't leave a like on this video. The most obvious difference is how the game plays. There's a few new animations and a new control scheme that feels way better than the original. In fact, the new controls almost feel as good as your mother's puss. It doesn't quite feel like a modern game, but it's somewhere between the original Metal Gear Solid 3 and Metal Gear Solid 5. The default button mapping is kinda stupid though. Whoever thought Y should be the button for roll definitely brushes their teeth with Elmer's glue. Thankfully, you can change it to be more like Metal Gear Solid 5 on PC. The big debate surrounding this game pre-launch was how much of it should be changed and what should be left alone. Personally, I wanted a full ground-up remake, and that's not what this is. It's about 80% the same game as it was before. Poor performance aside, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't totally satisfied with the end result, though. The gameplay has been freshened up just enough that I probably will pick this version over the original for future playthroughs, and the story has been left alone entirely. They did add this gay-ass disclaimer, though. If anything about the story of Metal Gear Solid 3 offends you, you're bitch-made. Get back in your cradle and finish your breast milk and cookies while the grown-ups discuss the M-rated game. With all that being said, Metal Gear Solid Delta is not worth $70. It runs worse than a 65-year-old grandma named Ethel who needs a walker just to get around, and it has that signature UE5 blur if you're playing on anything other than a PC with an NVIDIA graphics card.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing. Who made this goddamn shit?
It's worth playing, but please wait for a fucking sale, I'm begging you. You know why the price of games actually keeps going up? Because you people keep paying full price before they even release. You are telling these companies you'll pay whatever they ask as long as the trailer looks cool. But I'm getting off topic. That's never happened before. The terrible performance of this game alone is enough reason to wait for a sale, and it has other issues.
Wait a minute, didn't you pay full price?
Well, yeah, but... okay, look, your boy is trying to grow his YouTube channel, and sometimes you gotta make the video that you know people will click on. That sentence is going to age poorly. Anyway, the game has incredibly inconsistent audio. You know how in movies the dialogue is sometimes too quiet, so you turn up the volume only to get ear-raped by an explosion 5 minutes later? It's kinda like that. Another problem that seems to have been a deliberate choice is that all the codec calls sound crustier than an uncut dick that hasn't been washed in a few weeks. It actually sounds way worse than it did in the original. I've also seen complaints about the PC version crashing a lot, but I'm happy to report that in the 10 hours it took me to finish this game, it crashed 5 fucking times. Video game developers, stop using this engine! I am no longer asking! There's an alternate timeline where Konami chose the Fox engine they used for Metal Gear Solid 5 for this remake instead of Unreal Engine 5, and I'd be praising it right now, because it's really fun when it actually runs. But I genuinely can't stress this enough. Wait for a sale. If you pay $70 for this unoptimized UE5 slop, you are bending over and painting an arrow on your skin that points to your gaping asshole along with the words "Dick goes here." And don't even get me started on the fuck me harder daddy version of this game. If you paid $80 for this dumpster fire, please get a vasectomy. There's one last thing I need to talk about. Konami added a new mode called Snake vs. Monkey where you capture monkeys. No, you cannot spank the monkeys. This mode feels like a total afterthought, and to really get my point across, I'm gonna put the same amount of effort into the rest of this video as Konami put into this game mode.